This is one of the miracles of this ummah. You take it for granted that you pray the way you pray. I wanted to take a step back and look at Judaism and Christianity. Yeah? They don't have the same way as the Prophet prayed. Look at different synagogues, look at different churches. You won't find a matching salah. Some sing, some dance, some chant, some, I don't know, do stuff like this, like that. You won't find a unification across all churches or synagogues. You won't. But look at the mosques. Anywhere, it's the same. No one will pray Zuhr 3 rak'ahs, even if they were Shia. The same, 4 rak'ahs. They have some variations, but it's not a big deal. Yes, where to put your hands, etc. The same. We recite Fatiha, we recite short surahs, tasbih, and the same. Unified across the board, across the world. And you take this for granted, but it's not. Look at Christians, for instance. They don't have unified salah. Every church, they have their own way. Yes? And you see, we have close by Eritrean church. From distance, you think that they are Muslims. They were just like us. Long thawb and long hijab, and if you didn't see the church, you think there's a mosque here. They were just like us. This is very odd. Very odd. Yeah, you go to other churches, it's very different. But even our mosques, you won't see, apart from this new phenomena started by Amina Wadud, astaghfirullah al-azim, you won't see in any mosque sisters praying with no hijab. You won't. Yes? So again, this is unification across the board, everywhere. And this is one of the miracles of this ummah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserved the salah which He sent down to His messenger, the final one, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and He delivered to His companions and the companions to the followers and so on and so forth. So this is why we kept the salah as it is. And this is why we are teaching the salah again. Yes? As we received from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So I know some of you will say, yeah, is it a big deal to say barakatuh or no barakatuh? Come on. Yeah, no, it's a big deal. Because 100 years down the line, 1,000 years down the line, you added this, I added this, she added this, and then the salah will drift from the salah of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. For now, you say, yeah, it's not a big deal. But think about 1,400 years now. Yes? It's still the same. The same. Why? Because we have this protection. And Rasulullah, because he is the final messenger, and out of Allah's mercy, subhanahu wa ta'ala, he created a mechanism in this ummah to preserve the deen. And this mechanism has many tools. One of the main tools of this mechanism, if you will, Rasulullah says, Man ahdatha fi amrina hadha ma laysa minhu fahuwa raddun. Whomsoever created something in our religion which is not from the religion, it will be rejected. That's it. And this is where the concept of bid'ah comes into place, which is a very good, important concept. But because the misuse of the terminology and the concept, people hate to hear even this word. Don't tell me anymore, this is bid'ah, I'm fed up from you. The concept is very important. It's like the fence that protects the religion from any insults or any changes. But how many times we have misused the concept and we made it like disliked, although it's it's a good thing. But the misuse makes it good or bad. So coming back to this hadith, I've made this introduction just to put you inside the brain and the way of thinking of the scholars. Why they comment on this, and you see, come on, the whole clause is about one word. What is this? It's not the word, it's the concept. How to preserve and protect our deen. Did Rasulullah say this or not? If he didn't say it, then we shouldn't say it. Yes? Sometimes he didn't say stuff, but he did approve. Yes? For instance, in his salah, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was making ruku'. Yes? Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Then, Sami'a Allahu liman hamid. He heard in the congregation a voice saying, Allahumma Rabbana wa lakal hamd, mil'a as-samawati wa mil'a al-ard wa mil'a ma baynahuma wa mil'a ma shi'ta min shay'in ba'du رب السماء والأرض كلنا لك عبد ونحن لك عبد لا مانع لما أعطيت ولا معطي لما منعت ولا راد لما قضيت ولا ينفع ذا الجد منك الجد ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بك. After he finished his salah, he said, who said this dua after the ruku'? And he said, me. He said, this is so beautiful. The angels were confused how to record this dua. So he approved this dua. So we can say it because of the approval of Rasulullah. Had he said, you shouldn't have said this, don't say this again, done. We would have refrained from any additions or anything like this, yeah? But you see this mechanism of approval because Rasulullah was, again, I need to confirm this bit, was afraid that people might change and twist and corrupt the deen, not intentionally, but with a good intention. As the previous nations, with good intention, they said, why don't we change the time of fasting from this month to this month? And as a compensation, we fast 10 days extra. This is exactly what happened in Christianity. It was 30 days. They said, okay, it's too much. It's coming in a very difficult time. Let's change it to the winter. Winter will be shorter days and good weather. And that, but because we changed the order, so compensation will fast 10 days extra. It's not up to you. You can't do this. So Rasulullah was afraid that this is human nature. Yeah, you can add stuff or delete stuff. So he was concerned, والسلام, that this deen has to be preserved, protected till the day of judgment. So this is why in the very beginning in Mecca till probably around the year 6 almost, or 7 more likely, year 7, he did not allow, how many years? 13 plus 7, 20 years. Yes? I know, yes? Good calculation. So 20 years, he did forbid them from writing down anything but the Quran. When you read in the early history and recordings of the hadith, you find Rasulullah ﷺ asked them not to write down any hadith. And why? And those, the Orientalists and those who are jumping on the bandwagon with the Orientalists attacking Islam will say, yeah, how come then Rasulullah said don't record and those are recording, and then the hadith that was not recorded in his lifetime, and then we have many gaps and many lies and many fabrications. We can't trust the hadith, we only trust the Quran. This is how it started, you see? No, this is just foolish. No, Later, Rasulullah SAW, when he was confident that the followers, the companions, are familiar with the Quran, with the style, with the tone, with the rhythm of the Quran, then he asked them to write the hadith. But he was concerned that they might mix the hadith with the Quran and narrate it as a Quran, or vice versa. Yeah? So he said, don't write anything from me. من كتب عني غير القرآن فليمحو. Whomsoever has written anything other than the Quran, let him delete it. That was clear command in the beginning. Later, he said, write down the hadith. They said, even anything you say? He said, anything I say, my mouth never utter but the truth. So they started writing everything from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yeah, we need to get into this concept first.